let's move on to on the island. Um, our good buddy Joe here was at camp not only today but yesterday as well on day one and day two. Joe, give us some impressions. What'd you see when you were at the rink? They were at Northwell, right? They were at the practice arena. Give us some impressions. What'd you think? What'd you see?
Yeah, really, the name of the game right now, and Anders Lee kind of alluded to it yesterday. It's all about just getting those legs and lungs together. Where they're actually kind of taking the momentum from their return to play over the summer, where they had such a short timeline to get ready to restart and basically jump into the playoffs. They're using that same mindset to kind of get in and get ready for this regular season. Because again, at the end of the day, from when training camp starts to when puck drop is, it's only 11 days for them. So they really kind of have to hustle.
Yeah.
So the first 3 days of camp, so as we're talking, the first 2 days and then tomorrow, it's really going to just be about making sure that everybody's in the right condition. Barry Trotz, though, already said that he loves the condition that everybody's in. Nobody really came in that they were lagging. And now it's just a process of bringing the best team. That's what he said, bringing the best team into the season. So really, for the most part, not everybody's job is safe. So if you're a veteran and you're getting outperformed by a youngster, guess what? You're gonna lose your job. So that was certainly intriguing, especially because there have been talks of Oliver Wallstrom possibly breaking into the third line, and then today he even mentioned Kiefer Bellows' name, the growth that he showed. So those are two youngsters that you definitely want to keep an eye on. But what definitely
Yeah.
struck me um, from yesterday, from Monday, was his praise of Bodie Wild. And I remember last year at camp. I mean, I was pretty struck by him. He stood out because he skates really well for a D man, a younger D man his age, and where he doesn't have this prodigy like reputation as per se a Noah Dobson. Um, and you, I'm pretty sure last year he was kind of he wasn't really keeping up with, but he was right there with Barzal. And I'm not saying he's like this burner speedster or whatever, but there was a certain point where in a scrimmage, Barzal's going down the right side, and Bodie Wild's a pace or two behind him. So that was something that definitely stuck with me. And I guess his growth and his recovery from a few knocks here and there, it's certainly impressed Barry Trotz. And again, I think it's a name to watch for. And we talked about it. And initially, I said that maybe there's a chance he can make the taxi squad, but at the same time, we might want to get as many games as possible for him. So, we might see him in the AHL for another year or two, but who knows? You might see him making some noise sooner rather than later. And then obviously two more things. It's a combination of the Ilya Sorokin watch and the Matthew Barzal watch. Obviously in these practice settings, you can't fully see what Sorokin is capable of doing. But what I will say and what I have seen from him is that he's really meticulous. You can tell he's a student of the game. He's open to any kind of pointers that he's getting from, say, Greco and Korn. And just that meticulous kind of approach is what's going to help him assimilate to life in the NHL that much faster. I kind of just saw it when he was doing some side work earlier today. It was something as simple as tracking the puck when you're on your pads, when you're on your knees. It was just going through the motions, how he was fully doing it, fully buying in. You don't see that a lot from goalies, and especially a youngster who's so highly touted. But again, it's something that's certainly promising, and it's going to excite Islander fans. But he seems sure of himself. He seems confident. He moves the puck pretty well. His lateral movement in the few instances or flashes that we saw were astonishing. So yeah, it's Islanders fans have every reason to be excited right now, and it's kind of cushioning the notion of them still waiting for Matthew Barzal. We're all kind of the few media members that are there at the training center. That's the first thing you do when you show up. Well, he's on the training camp roster, but it's also take a look. Is he out there? Maybe he's just going to show up. 0 for 2 so far, and we'll see maybe if he makes an appearance before the start of the regular season.